What's up, guys? Rolando here with Team Elite Savage. I got a deck profile for you guys today. I've been playing this for the last couple of weeks, having a lot of fun with it. Taking a little break from Dry Tron because I've been pretty busy with work and I haven't finished building it. I kind of made some changes to it, but yeah, let's get to the deck profile. Shout out to the team, shout out to the homies, and then shout out to Elmer for letting me borrow the access code. Yeah, let's get right into it. Hey man, leave my dog alone, bro. Alright guys, to get started, of course, we have the Sky Striker monsters, which is Ray is Bay. We're only playing 3 of hers, because that's all we can, and then 2 Roses. Rose. I tried playing 3, I was doing a lot of testing online with this at 3. It gets kind of clunky sometimes. It's just not as great as seeing Ray. I feel like 3 and 2 is the best ratios.
Where's the OG ones, bro?
The OG ones, I actually have one in my trade binder. I only had one of the OGs, so I was like, I managed to pull 2 of these, so I used the
he was using mine.
Shut up! We stay borrowing cards, you know, we don't care.
True.
It's baby.
True.
But no, so yeah, you know, we had another Sky Striker level 4, we would love it. Hopefully Konami's going to be giving us some more support soon with like a Kaiju, which is kind of cool. So we're excited to see that come out in the near future. That's going to come out later on this year, or like early next year. So that's it for the Sky Striker monsters. Next we got the hand traps. Now with Crossout Designator being live, you know, it's kind of hard to like go with some hand traps. So I mean, obviously you have your standards, which is like Ash, Veiler, which is great because it's not once per turn. This is kind of like my secret spice one, which is Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. I love this one a lot because most people don't have this in their deck for Crossout, and it works out really well. It's a Veiler on summon, and if it leaves the field, they take life point damage. So it kind of makes them think twice before they start linking it away or using it for material or for something like that. And in situations where it's game 3, that kind of might actually come up sometimes. And then the last 3 hand traps are actually the only 3 traps of the deck, which is Imperm, which is probably the best hand trap, only because it doesn't get hit with triple tactics, because it happened 3 times today on my locals in the same match. I kept going Veiler because I didn't see the Imperm. They triple talents me, took Ray away, and it didn't go too well. But anyways, that's it for the hand traps, only 12 right now. I do have some other tech cards that I like to use that kind of help for going second, going first, that behave like hand traps. We'll get it we'll talk about it when we get there. But this right here is solid 12. If I'm going second against a deck that I'm like really nervous about, I'll side in more. Sometimes I'll side in more and go in first. I can set up like a shark cannon or something if I can. But yeah, this is a standard lineup of hand traps. We also have some cool secret spice in the side deck if we get to it. So we'll see how much time we have left at the end. And then now we're gonna have these Sky Striker spells, which are so much fun. We have Area 0, a great 2 of. I want to play 3. After game 1, I usually side 1 out. I don't think I've ever seen myself siding out more than 1 because it's just a great card to have. It's coming clutch sometimes, you know, in late game, top decking it, you know, getting rid of another desires that you've already used 2 of or 1 of. But onward, we have the 3 Widow Anchors. Such a great card. Negates, takes, helps a lot for going for game. You got your 2 Shark Cannons. I've thought about playing this at 3. I've talked to Elmer about that. I've talked to my other buddies about that. I'm not too sure yet just now. We're going to see how the meta shapes, you know, because we have a lot of different decks that are coming out. They're going to be very, very strong and very unique. So we're going to just see how the meta shapes and go from there. Now for the 1-ofs, we have the, you know, the almighty multi-roll. This card, I think I foreshadow it coming back to like 2.
It's too good, man.
Just 2. I mean, I'll be happy with it. Porta drones, of course. You know, it's a great thing to add at the very end with Shiz, because that way, of course, if they go spell your Ray Engrave or anything like that, you have a follow-up Ray, because that's the best part of the deck is Ray. And then, of course, the 1 Eagle Booster. I've seen people playing this at 2. I get it, but, you know, sometimes I'd rather see this than I'd rather see Ray, a weighted Ray than this. But, you know, what can you do sometimes? It's such a strong card. I'm thinking about maybe signing a second one. But we're going to see how it goes. We've been playing this for a couple months now. Going to continue to evolve the deck. Another one of is Afterburners. I was playing this at 2. Such a great card. The only reason I took out a second one, so I want to try playing Jamming Waves. Jamming Waves is such an underrated card right now for Sky Striker. It's a searchable, spell and trap removable.
MST.
You know, it's an MST. You know, you can use it on your own stuff. You can use it on anything on the field. And it's the inverse of the Afterburner. So that was a big thing, is that when I was testing and playing at locals and such and doing online work, I saw myself trying to often go for Afterburners to get rid of certain pesky traps like Summon Limit, or, you know, Rivalry of the Warlords or something like that, where you can actually have another way of getting to it. Then, of course, the best spell in the deck is Engage. Please come back to more than 1. Please, just more than 1. The 2 is fine. 3 is broken, 2 is good. I mean, please. Konami, please. Anyways, that's the reason why the deck is so good. You know, I never got a chance to play this deck in its full form when it came out. I joined the game a little too late after everything got hit. Everything was butchered when I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But, you know, I'm glad that they brought it back. It gives the deck some life. And it's fun because it just creates a fun deck that has a little nice recursion to it. And it's nice that we have a meta that's so diverse right now. So, and now for the rest of the cards, they're all spells. And these are just kind of like tech spells that I like to use. I mean, obviously, you have your terraforming. Now, this next card is a very controversial card. I hate this card with all my life. But I play one of it because I feel like it's a very fair card at 1, which is Mystic Mine.
Best deck.
No. No. Fuck no. Leave this out. Fuck no. Mystic Mine is a great card if it's at 1 of and it's only at 1 and it's the only way you should use it. It should be a way to stall, a way, not a way to win. But I have one with it. But usually it's because they try to they'll try and make it think that I'm gonna deck them out when most of the time I don't. I actually try to set up ways around it and try and gain advantage. And one of the last one of course, is reinforcements of the army.
Is it even CR, bro?
It's not. I pulled the CR. I sold it to my boy Ethan Nash, my hero. Hey, shout out to Ethan Nash, man. Shout out to you.
Make sure y'all hit him up for his backyard locals.
Absolutely, backyard locals. Got a lot of stuff goes down. Other one-ups, you got Upstart. Oh, yeah, I forgot how to a few other one-ups. And then Call by the Grave. You know, obviously. Great cards, great one-ups. They're all very powerful. The reasons why most of these are at 1. Called by, I would love to see it more than 1. I understand why it's at 1.
Yeah, but now we have cross out.
Now we have cross out. But here's the thing. For all y'all out there, man, complaining about Miscon needs to come back to 3.
All y'all.
All y'all. You know who I'm talking about. Mr. You know, I'll top this event, I'll top that, you know, I'll top this, I'll top that. Now, shout out to the homie Chris Scales, you know, man. You know, Call by the Grave is such a strong card. When Mist comes back to 3, I'll be okay if this is back at 3.
Yes, I 100%.
That's the only way. Probably the best card in the deck, as far as, you know, advantage, is Forbidden Droplets. I don't think this deck would be as strong without it. It's such a great card. It's great for getting spells engraved. I've managed to get 3 spells engraved off the opening, off the very first thing that I do.
Off the rip.
Huh?
Off of the rip.
Yeah, dude, it's boom. And the cool thing about this deck, especially now with Tri-Brigade and Drytron, I've broken down entire Drytron boards with droplets, sometimes without it, just by opening well. And of course, we need some more draw power in here, which we have is Pot of Desires. I love Pot of Desires. I was playing 3. I cut it down to 2 because I wanted to play mine. 2, I think, is very, very strong. Of course, I always draw Desires off Desires, but sometimes you draw Engage. And sometimes the other day I drew a multi-roll and Engage, and I was like, all right, this is the best.
That's the nut right there.
I was like, all right, we're gonna win this one. But yeah, no, Droplet is probably one of the best cards right now in the game. It's such a great advantage. You know, Konami needs to start reprinting this more because it's been out over a year now, and it's just such a great card for the game. It's such a fair card for the game, is what I'll say.
I agree.
All right, next, one Sky Striker token.
You must have it when you play Sky Striker.
If you don't have it, you will fake.
Mandatory.
Of course, you're gonna start with the 3 Kagaris. I like the all art. Screw me, sue me or something like that. That's what I meant to say. Fight me. I said screw me. Fight me. I like the new art better. The alt art. Then we have, of course, 3 Shiz, 2 Hayate. I never really saw myself needing more than 2. If you need more than 2, you're probably not in a good position. It's just such a great card. It works really well with Mystic Mine. There's a combo people have talked about where it's Mystic Mine and Hayate pass. I mean, I don't really know that much about it, but I heard it's pretty good. Kinda, of course, you know, when when they beat over your Shiz or something like that, you know, you bring out Ray go to Kinda, stop them from, you know, going for game, and this card comes in really, really clutch.
And game 3.
Hey, game 3, you know, you go for Kinda
pass
turn and just do any number of Sky Striker cards. And then the last Sky Striker link is Zeke. Such a great one. The effect comes up a lot, and it's a really great way to combo Sky Striker combos. But you know, because which is normal summon Ray, bring out Rose, make Zeke banish something on field. Boom. That's your combo. Combo wombo. But that's it. That's all our Sky Striker monsters. I like them, love them. Hope we get some more. Sky Striker is such a cool engine, such a cool archetype.
Can't wait for the kaiju one. Oh man.
The searchable kaiju, man. The searchable kaiju is gonna be kind of crazy. Of course, these are the other Link 2s that we use. It's going to be Nightmare Phoenix. You know, sometimes people, they'll try and go IO on normal summon Ray, bring out Rose, make Phoenix.
Fuck your card.
I didn't say all that, but of course, Needle Fiber, which is used for a certain combo, which is the Needle Fiber. Celine, and then Access Code, shout out to Oliver. And then the one card, which I haven't.
Ooh, is that English?
It's an English one, man. Oh my god.
First Ed.
They're so
First
rare.
Ed, bro.
They're
They're
so rare.
Dude, you have no idea how many times I'll be watching like videos of people doing like profiles, and they have like a German one. I'm like, where are all these Germans coming from? Good lord.
Yeah, I got mine for free, so.
Anyways, last card is Ningirsu. Honestly, I kind of want to cut it. It's great when it's there, but because I'm in. So with Ningirsu,
What does that card do?
What does it do?
I don't prefer to say, but.
No, we ain't gonna talk about it right now. This is my profile, not yours. Yeah, Ningirsu is great, but I'm running droplets, so I kind of want to start cutting it and maybe putting in like a unicorn, or we'll see how it goes. Maybe like a Phoenix, like an IP. I don't know. We're gonna figure something out. Probably gonna end up being as a Phoenix Enforcer and a Verde once we get our hands on those. Shout out to the team sponsor.
What does a side deck look like?
All right, side deck's a little spicy. I've been having a lot of fun with the side deck. Monsters, Prankatops. I'm gonna cut it. I never use it, and when I use it, I don't like it. But it's strong. And it's really good against Tri-Brigade. It's honestly the only matchup I bring it out because if they end up in a 3 for Appaloosa, I'll swing over Appaloosa, take it out, take the Revolt out. That's the only reason I do it. But of course, one of the best hand traps is Nib. I kind of want to start putting this back in the main, but Crossout is becoming way more accessible right now. The price up has gone down dramatically, so a lot of people are starting to keep this in their main deck. But Nibiru, timed well, ends turns, ends combos, can end the game evenly. But the last one is a Secret Spice, which is Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood.
What?
Yeah, so I remember when I first got all of the Ghost Sisters, all the Zombie Sisters, whatever. I read this one and I was like, why is no one playing this card? Why is no one playing this card? It's very scummy, but it works, and people like don't respect it. And I'll tell them to, today, for example, at locals, the guy activated something that's effective special summon. I chained it. He says, okay, and he just started going off with his combo, and within 2 minutes, I gained 8,000 life points. So I was at 16k to his 8,000, and he was just like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, that was on you, fam. But it's cool. I like it. It's different. Crossout's becoming way more accessible, so therefore people are gonna have their copies of their own hand traps that they want to kind of go against. But especially against certain strong decks like Drytron and Tri-Brigade, or like Infernobles. Shout out to Rich. He plays that deck great. You want to see as many of these as you can, because if they talent you and take one other one, you want to have at least 2 more in hand or something like that. But for the rest of the deck profile, that's it for the monsters on the side. We have 2 MSTs, 3 twins. So that's 5 ways to get rid of IO, 5 ways to get rid of back row.
Area 0.
Area 0, that's a very cool interaction. I've done that before as well, where they have one set, I'll pop the back row and I'll pop my Area 0. Boom, I got a weight array. And then the last card, which I'm probably gonna switch out, is evenly matched. Yeah, it's a great card. It's a blowout. Anything about against a back row deck, it blows it out. This is kind of like the areas that I kind of want to change around in the side deck. Like I might take up the MSTs and put in 2 Lightning Storms. Might change evenly to a Red Reboot and other tech cards that we're gonna keep trying. But anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure you guys subscribe. Check out the rest of the videos on our channel. Shout out to our locals here in Houston that we check out every week. We go to Omega, Scrub Tier, Galaxy, DNA. That's the ones I go to.
Atomic,
that's a new place. A lot of the guys go there. So anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out and watching the video, and shout out to Ray's Bay.